So in this clip, I'm going to teach you how to stretch your gluteal muscles and your deep hip rotator muscles, including your piriformis. It's important to note that if you've had a total hip replacement, please seek professional advice before attempting any of these stretches. Okay, so I'm going to start by lying on my back. Settling on your back with your knees bent, ensure that you have a good head cushion to support your head. So if you feel that your chin is tipping back the way in this position, make sure you've got enough head cushions to bring that back into a more neutral position, because otherwise your lower back might not be in the best position for these stretches. So I'm going to offer you progressions, because if you've got particularly stiff hips, the lowered progressions will be enough for you. If you're not quite feeling a stretch, then the little tweaks and progressions will hopefully make you feel like you're getting right into it. So, starting with the deeper hip rotators, the piriformis muscle, we're going to take one leg over the other, crossing the leg with no gap. Okay, then we're going to gently bring this up towards the chest. Notice if your knee has swung out towards the same shoulder, because you want to really encourage the knee to come across to the mid-chest, the breastbone. So settle in this position first of all, breathe, relax, and allow the stretch to melt into the muscle, okay? So other thing you want to focus on is the tailbone. See if you can really rest that tailbone on the mat, so you're not going to be lying right on your lower back. So you hold this for a little while, and then if this is a strong enough stretch, you wait here, otherwise you can try the tweaks. So first tweak is bringing the knee across to the opposite shoulder. Very minimal movement. You don't need to do much to really feel a big difference. And you can bring it back to your midline, and then maybe bring it across to the opposite shoulder. Next tweak, bring your hand towards the outer ankle, and you're going to draw the ankle towards you. You're still resting your tailbone on the floor, you're still keeping your knee in the midline towards your middle chest. And you just hold that there and take a few breaths. I'll show you on the other side. So slowly come out of any stretch that you do. Other side, crossing the leg over, bringing it towards the chest, knee towards your mid-chest, rested your tailbone on the floor. Bringing the knee across to the opposite shoulder if your hip and stretch allows. So it wants to be a comfortable stretch. Next, we'll go into the glutes. So bring in one leg up and over, so you're resting on the outer shin, the outer ankle, and you want to just gently press the knee out the way. You're aiming to keep the knee gently pressing away from you from this one, and we're going to slowly bring the knee up towards the chest. Doesn't have to be very far to really feel it strongly in the hip. I like to hold on to the leg that I'm stretching, so I've got control over it. So this leg here is kind of helping to bring it up towards the chest. I'm still resting my tailbone on the floor, and I've got my hand on my knee, hand on my foot, so I can just gently turn the knee out the way as I bring it into my chest. Take a few breaths and see if you can relax into it. Hold it for about 20-30 seconds, maybe longer. You're basically waiting for a change to happen, for it to feel like it's done something beneficial to the area. Last little progression for the glutes, little tweak, tiny circles, little tiny circles round and round, and you'll feel the stretch change. It'll ease off, it'll come back, and if there's any point in that circle that you feel that's a good point to hold the stretch, you do that. So it's a really mindful way of loosening up the muscles around the outer hip. Slowly coming out of it and rest.